quick video. Well, actually, it's probably not gonna be quick. It's not gonna be super quick. Y'all see the title? This is about virility. All right. I know guys have been looking forward to virility releasing, virility coming out. So I figured this would be a good video to kind of talk to you guys about, to give you an idea on some different ways that you could take virility in order to receive different effects concerning virility. All right. So I'm super excited about doing this video real quick. Hopefully we get a good amount of guys on here. I know some guys probably are at work, this, that, and the third. And look, if you're watching the replay, same thing applies, man. If y'all, oh, sorry, I'm a little out of breath too, y'all, because I've been ripping and running. I'm trying to catch my breath right now, y'all. All right. So there's multiple ways that you could take virility, right? And look, if y'all just hopped on the video, go ahead and throw a like on the video. Y'all know why y'all got to do that, man. Just so more guys can find out. Anyway, I'm excited about doing this video because I want to talk to y'all about different ways that you can take virility, right? Different strategies and different approaches to taking virility. So the first steps and the first things I want to go over. Oh, also, we'll let y'all know too that this video is also a Q&A. So it can be about virility. It could be about boosting testosterone naturally. If you want to ask these questions, feel free to ask these questions in the chat. It could be about bodybuilding. It could be about taking virility, other supplements that we got, boosting testosterone naturally, bodybuilding, all that. Just drop it in the comment section. All right. So I'm going to be going over the different things that you can do to make this taste pretty good. So, and not even just taste good, but rather different ways to take it for different reasons. Everybody's different. Everybody got their own different needs. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is virility and, the actual capsules and dosage, right? Now, when you look at virility and you read the bottle, it pretty much tells you to take 3 capsules before bedtime. That's a good approach. That's not a bad approach at all. That's a good approach. What this will kind of ensure is that it's kind of going to assist and help with sleep. And also it could kickstart things in terms of the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to take this maybe with your last meal, maybe dinner or something like that, by the time you go to bed, you know what I'm saying, it should be kicking in. You can utilize that obviously for multiple reasons. Sleep, having good sleep, and also, in the bedroom, just better performance in the bedroom. So that's why one of the main thing that we put on here in terms of directions on how to use virility was take 3 of these before bedtime. All right. That's one way that you could take virility. Now, another way that I suggest for some people, some guys, because some people take virility and they're like, yo, it's very intense for them, right? So another way in terms of dosage and in terms of a way that you could take it is doing 1 capsule with a meal, right? So if you eat 3 times a day, take 1 capsule with your first meal, with your second meal, with your third meal. You could do it like that. I recommend that for people who, or guys who, you know, take a multivitamin. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking a multivitamin right now, or, if you're getting a lot of zinc and you're getting a lot of magnesium and other supplements, I highly recommend that you separate it, right? And take 1 in the morning, 1 at lunchtime, one at dinner, right? That way you won't be overloading with zinc and magnesium at one time. But if you decide that you want to do it the first way I said, in the way that's recommended on this bottle, taking 3 before you go to bed, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. Like I said, if you're taking other supplements where you're getting a good amount of zinc or a good amount of magnesium in, then I recommend that you don't do that approach. But to each his own. You can do that if you want to. So if you just hopped on the video, go ahead and throw a like on here if you're interested in hearing these different ways of taking virility. And I'm gonna go over the 2 that I just said, talking about dosage, right? So when you read the back of this, one of the main things on here, the only thing it says on here, is take 3 capsules before bedtime. You can do that approach. That's fine. You should notice some benefits in the bedroom, especially if you take 3 with your meal, at dinner or sometime before bed. It'll help out a lot with that. But the other way I recommend that you take it also is separating the capsules. So taking 1 in the morning with that meal, 1 with a lunch meal, and then 1 with dinner. You know what I'm saying? And break that bad boy up. Either way, you're going to notice some good benefits with virility doing it, right? So boom, we went over the dosages, right? And another reason why I say split it up is if you're taking other supplements that have magnesium, zinc, you know what I'm saying? You're getting a good amount of that in. This will help you kind of divide it because virility alone already has a good amount of zinc and magnesium in it. All right, so that's something to keep in mind. All right. Now, I talked about the dosages right there, right? Now, what I'm going to go over is ways of consumption, right? So not just the dosage, but rather ways of consuming the dosage, right? So one way, this is one way that I was taking virility. After about a year of taking it, I was like, you know what? Let me try a different approach. Let me try maybe like more of a quicker absorption approach, right? And it worked pretty well for me. You could try this out on your own, and you could still do the dosage that I was saying when I was pretty much talking about. You could either do 3 at one time, or you could do 1 in the morning, 1 for lunch, 1 at night. You know what I'm saying? But this bottle right here, this water bottle right here, virility is actually mixed up in this bottle. I have 3 capsules of virility in this bottle. All right. And that's the way that you could do it. You could literally, here, let me see if I can find that capsule real quick. You could literally get the capsule, right? And here's one of the capsules. As you can see, it's empty. So I obviously already did it. And you break the capsule and pour it in. Look, some of it's trying to drip out. I still got a little bit in here. Look at that. I still got a little bit in the capsule. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pour that into your bottle, right? Now, let me let you know right now, ahead of time, before y'all go and try this and be pissed or be tight when you taste it. Virility has a strong taste because there's actually herbs in there, there's magnesium, there's zinc. So keep that in mind when you do this, and if you try this approach, you're gonna feel it, man. You're gonna feel it right away. You're gonna feel it. It has no other. You have no other choice, or rather, it has no other choice but to absorb quickly because you're getting the actual substance that's in the capsule and swallowing it. It's gonna hit your bloodstream immediately. That's why I kind of recommend this approach, right? Because it's gonna hit your bloodstream like that. So this way of taking it, I think, would be better for someone who wants to be able to feel the effects of virility like right away, right? You could do 1 capsule, like I said before, break it up, put it in here, shake it up. You could do 2 or 3. Now, if you're gonna do 3, it's gonna be super strong. So I want you to keep that in mind. And if you ain't, no little soft dude, you ain't no punk or nothing like that, and you can handle a bitter taste, then by all means, go ahead and do, that full dosage and put the capsules in. But this is pretty much what virility looks like mixed with water, right? So now I'm gonna give y'all some tips on how to make this taste a lot better, right? So I'm thugging it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go ahead and throw back 3 capsules of virility in this water bottle. And man, I'm telling you, you feel it right away, man. I'm talking about the effects of virility. You feel it. It's when you try it out, you'll see. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So I want y'all to comment too, man, and let me know. You know what I'm saying? When you try it. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be y'all gonna feel it. You'll be like, damn, it's official. It's official. It's official tissue. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. All right, here goes some of the different things that you can do that can kind of help with taking virility in this liquid form and kind of working with the taste. I highly recommend that you utilize one of our other supplements that have flavoring with it, right? So, if you're at a space where you need to get some protein in, it could be pre-workout, it could be post-workout, and you need to get some protein in. Well, you could use Echelon natural whey protein with the salted caramel flavor, right? And you could mix in 1 servings of that, 2 servings of that, and that can help with the taste. That can help with the bitterness. You won't really taste it. This protein is hitting. I'm telling you, this salted caramel is good, especially when you put enough in there in terms of ratio to water. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to put too much water in there. Now, if you're going to do another flavorful drink, that'll help as well. But if you really want to get the taste of Echelon natural whey protein, then you don't want to put too much water. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're going to do 2 servings of this, you should be good. You should be able to do anywhere from 8 to 16, ounces of water and still get that good taste of that salted caramel. All right. But that's one approach. Another approach would be, and which is the one I like, honestly, the most. I've been loving it. The Echelon Intra BCAs. Now, this has a grape flavor, right? I'm about to do this right now, actually. So, what you would do, I'm gonna do this in front of y'all, man. I'm on my chemist, my black Superman chemist ish right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you can do Echelon Intra BCAs, right? And that grape is gonna offset the bitter taste of virility. Like I said, this way of taking virility is next level. So I mean, it's gonna hit your bloodstream like this, boom, and you're probably gonna notice the benefits of virility a lot quicker and a lot sooner. But to each his own. I know some guys y'all might do it like this and be like, "Yo, it's amazing." Some of y'all might just get the capsules, right, and do it that way and be like, "Yo, this is amazing too." Some guys don't like to swallow capsules, right? Like me personally, I'm gonna keep it funky. Like I'm not really big into doing capsules like that. That's one of the reasons why I decided to even do this approach. And I was glad when I found out and I did it because I'm like, bet I don't have to take capsules. I don't have to swallow capsules. Not only that, sometimes I have issues with GERD or rather like reflux. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this approach is good for me. Sometimes I'll take like virility or I'll take certain capsules and it take a while for it to get down. It takes a while for it to go down, especially if I've eaten something that kind of give me like acid reflux or something like that. So this kind of helps defeat that. And it's been a game changer for me, man. So let me see. I'm gonna just use a piece of paper. Yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna use this piece of paper. This is kind of like whenever I'm using like a bottle like this, I typically use my shaker bottle, but I didn't want to do it for this video. I just you got me a water bottle, man, with fresh water in it. I'm just gonna go from there. All right. So I'm gonna fold this piece of paper up, and I'm gonna use this piece of paper as like a funnel to get the Echelon Intra BCAs in, right? And this is gonna offset the bitter taste. So this is another way that you could take it, and you'll be getting your BCAs in. So I mean, if you decide that you want to use whey protein, you know what I'm saying, and put it in there, cool. You're gonna be getting your dose of virility, and you're also gonna be getting that extra protein in to help your body recover, to help your body heal, to help you reach your protein goals each day, right? Or you might want to take virility maybe first thing in the morning. Maybe you're about to go do some fasted walking or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're about to do some fasted cardio or something. I don't know. You can take the BCAs to make sure that your protein synthesis game is pretty decent, and you can kind of put yourself in somewhat of an anabolic state, and you could be getting your virility in, man. That's a two piece, right? So I'm about to put in one serving of Echelon Intra BCAs, right? And I'm gonna do one scoop. I recommend doing anywhere from 1 to 2 scoops. It's up to you. If you're vegetarian, man, you need to be taking BCAs multiple times a day, maybe twice a day. And yeah, all right, boom. So I put one serving of my Echelon Intra BCAs in, right? And then I'm literally gonna use this as a funnel. Oh man, hold up. Let's play around this way. I'm gonna use this as a funnel, a piece of paper, man, fold it. And I kind of like to close it right here to make sure it goes in the bottle, and boom. I could have used my shaker bottle, y'all, but honestly, for the sake of time, I just went ahead and just got a water bottle, and I'm just putting it in like that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this grape flavor for the Echelon BCAs is great, man. Good. Every time I use our BCAs, if I'm at home and I do it, or it's even been times where I was in the gym, where I was in the locker room at the gym, and people was like, "Dang, yo, what is that smell?" It smells like it's a good smell, right? It's a good grape smell. But not only that, like when you taste it, you're tasting that good, great grape smell. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody in the chat, Tazadak. He said, "Send me the link, King, so I can purchase." Oh, I got you, bro. Well, look, it's not available for purchase yet, but it will be very soon. So whoever interested in getting these powerful supplements, virility, everything else, you know what I'm saying? Echelon, Intra BCAs, all that. The natural whey protein that we got, the focus pre-workout. That's another one too. I meant to tell y'all too. That's another one. But anyway, when people smell that BCAs, they be like, "Yo, it's hitting. It's crazy. It's amazing, right?" But when you taste it just tastes like amazing grapes, man. I'm telling you, just banging grapes. But obviously, you don't want to shake it up, right? Now, that might be enough for you, right? Or it might not be. You might need to mix more than one serving of BCAs to kind of deal with the bitterness. I haven't tried it with this yet, so I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. I mean, that's you know, it's kind of my perspective and all that, but to each his own. You can try it out and see what works for you. But it's my first time trying it with the great BCAs, and we're gonna go from there. But another tip I want to give y'all real quick too, and I want to make sure I say it. You could do it with BCAs. You could do it with our natural whey protein, right? Echelon natural whey protein. And you can also do it with our pre-workout Focus. Bro, when I say that this pre-workout is the truth, dog, it's the truth, man. It's the truth. It take a little second to kick in, but once it kick in, you feel it and you in the zone. You focus. Man, I took this yesterday and I'm actually doing full body work, my a full body workout split right now, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and take me some pre-workout, man, so I could be nice and pumped up and ready to bang out this full body workout. I haven't done this split in a long time. So I did it and I'm like, man, I'm hitting the highway, you know what I'm saying? And like literally after about 15 minutes of driving, I start really feeling it. Once I got down to the bottle, once I got to about right here and I'm sipping it, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go F this gym up, bro. They gonna kick me out of this gym because I'm about to F it up so bad, man. I'm about to go ham in this month. I'm about to go bananas in this gym. That's literally what I did. And I did full body, killed it. People looking at me like I'm crazy, but at the same time admiring my determination and my focus. And I just wanted to tell them like, yo, you can have the same focus if you get focus pre-workout in your system. You know what I'm saying? So you can do the virility mix with focus pre-workout. Now you're getting the benefits of virility and you're getting the benefits of a pre-workout while you do your workout. So you can't go wrong. And this flavor, the flavor for focus pre-workout is actually lemonade. It's a lemonade flavor, man, which is banging too. It just tastes like some banging lemonade that you'll get, back in the day. I don't know if they're still doing it, but back when I was younger, not even too young, when people do lemonade stands, you know what I'm saying? And you get the lemonade, they making a lemonade shoe. We used to have our own lemonade stands and we would make, lemonade and sell it. That was a hustle. Like back when I was like 11, 12, times when I wasn't cutting grass, we'd do a lemonade stand or we'd do whatever we wanted to do to get some bread. So it tastes like that. It tastes like some banging lemonade. So telling you, you can't go wrong with this whole stack of supplements. You really can't go wrong. But I'm about to try this out right now. And I'll let y'all know honest opinion what this tastes like with one serving. And I'm telling you, I already tasted virility just off rip and by itself, and it's bitter. Like it's real bitter. If you don't like bitter taste or like you don't like when something tastes like kind of bitter, I highly recommend that you don't try virility in the capsules and water. 3 capsules because it's pretty strong. Let's see what it's working with. Yeah, now it's good. It's good, but you can kind of still taste the bitterness, but it's not crazy. In my personal opinion, it tastes like it's balancing, the bitterness from virility out with the grape. But it ain't gonna hurt you, right? It won't hurt you at all. I'm about to do it right now. I could thug it out, you know what I'm saying? I don't bitter taste really don't bother me too much. But for the sake of this video and for the sake of men who I think it's a little funny, but no judgment. But men who be kind of like, that tastes nasty, man. I don't want to do that. It's like, man, come on, man up, bro, and drink that shit. But it's all good. To each his own, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do another serving, right? I'm gonna do 2 servings of BCAs, and I'm gonna drop it in here just to show y'all that it's okay to do this. I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I stand, behind my products, in front of my products, beside my products, around my products, in front of my products. You understand me? So it is what it is, Playboy. And yo, after I took that break with virility, got back on virility, my wife knew I was on virility again. And she told me, and she said it too. She was like, "See, yeah, it's that virility. Like you back on that virility because yeah, it do what it says it does. How about that? It does what it say it does. All right, so now two. I got two. I got two servings of the BCAs in there. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. So, in my personal opinion, doing 3 capsules at one time, it is pretty bitter. But if you do 1 to 2 servings of Echelon Intra pre-workout, I mean not Echelon Intra BCAs, y'all, or pre-workout, or the whey protein, or shoot, any flavor of juice, you go get you some grape juice or whatever you want to get. That'll take care of it. You know what I'm saying? You could actually get juice instead of water, and that probably offset the bitterness, right? Especially like a bitter, I mean not bitter, but rather a fruity juice or like a strong juice, and that'll probably take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's good, man. My man Tazadat said, "Send me the link, yo." I'm telling y'all, man. I'm excited this go around for Virility. This time, I'm hoping to get it in a lot more men's hands. But not only that, I'm super excited about when people can actually try all these other supplements out too, man. Because I'm telling you, there's nothing but a game changer, man. This pre-workout is awesome. It's better than any pre-workout I've ever taken, in my personal opinion. And me, I'm not super duper tolerant to caffeine. So I mean, when I took this, I was like, yo, this is amazing. It's not too much. It's not whack. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like a non-stem. It has minimal caffeine in it. We don't put a whole bunch of caffeine. I mean, I've seen some pre-workouts with like 400 milligrams of caffeine, man. That's crazy. You don't need all that. My man Jay Wick, he said, "What's your advice for strengthening an injured back, brother?" Yo, that's a good question, man. That's actually an excellent question. So, if you've injured your back, man, hate to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. Because I'm telling you, it's happening, man. It's like an epidemic, man. Especially when you start reaching, your 30s, man. You know what I'm saying? Something about the 30s. Something about the 30s. That's why I'm trying my best to be super careful. But anyway, let me ask you a question. Um, for one, obviously, is resting. So letting go of a lot of the movements that take a lot of back strength, right? So it depends on what area of your back that you've injured as well. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what part of your back that you've injured. Uh, if you've injured your spine, that's a big one. Is it the lumbar spine? You know what I'm saying? Is it what part of the spine are we talking about? So it's hard for me to really, really give you spot on advice because I don't know what part of your back you've injured. He said, "Yeah, I'm 44, bro. Straight up. I'm 36, man. So I'm getting up there too, man, and it's a real thing." But yeah, man, I honestly, what you know what part of your back? He said, "Yeah, lower back." Okay, got you. Okay, so for lower back, what I would do is I would definitely fall back from any movements that obviously stresses the lower back or gets the lower back activated. You know what I'm saying? So that I mean, it's some big movements. It's some major movements. But like deadlift. You know what I'm saying? Deadlift, Romanian, any of the variations of deadlift, mostly. Um, yeah, for the most part. I mean, unless you do like sumo deadlift, but still, I probably stay clear of that. Obviously, barbell back squats. You know what I'm saying? I'll fall back from that. I wouldn't do any of that. And I would focus on like when you training your legs. I focus on doing. He said, "King, getting old is the goal, my brother." Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. It's a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, bro. I ain't even think I was gonna make it to 21. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So I mean, yeah, getting up there is a blessing. These young dudes now, man, this Generation Z, man, or what is it, Z? Yeah, Generation Z, man. They think old is whack. Like, nah, it's a blessing. But shoot, we thought it was whack too when we was younger anyway. So who we telling? But anyway, um, I would definitely avoid the movements that activate the lower back a lot. So that's like deadlift, that's barbell back squats, good mornings, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of these different movements. And I would work on mobility, man, like doing some mobility work, stretching, mobility work. Um, you can Google it. I might even do some. I might start doing some material, man. After I finish this series that I'm doing right now, I might actually get into strengthening, like the back after it's injured, all that good stuff, man. But um, just working on like mobility, especially for the back, and doing some very light, minimal work to strengthen muscles that also aid with the back. So like strengthening the kinetic chain. You know what I'm saying? So the kinetic chain is obviously the whole, the back, the glutes, the hamstrings, pretty much the back of the body. I would do stuff that helps strengthen all of those muscles that work with the lower back. A lot of things depend too on like what part of your back you injured as well. You know what I'm saying? If it's your lower back, it depends on how you injured it. It depends on how long ago, right? How when you injured it. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on when it happened. If this is something that happened recently, it's gonna take different measures. If it's something that happened 5, 6 years ago and you just still deal with pain, then that could actually be fixed. There's multiple approaches that you could take with working on that. So yeah, it just depends, brother. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to give you some more advice, I'll definitely give you more. Just kind of give me the specifics on when it happened, how it happened. Um, yeah, and then I can kind of move. Give you what I can give you. So I watched you for years when I used to work out. I used to call myself Black Superman in honor of you. Yo, that's what's up, man. It's a lot of us Black Supermans out here, man. Shout out, CT Fletcher, man. You know what I'm saying? He the original Black Superman. I never forget. I met CT Fletcher, and he heard that I was going around talking about saying I was Black Superman. He was like, I'm the Black Superman of Compton. He was like, it's Black Supermans worldwide. CT Fletcher's a real dude, but he's a real one, man. Straight up, like he's a good dude. I talked to him and stuff, and he was just, yeah, he's very encouraging. But anyway, many Black Supermans in the world, man. I ain't the only one. He said you'll be doing this a long time. I'm glad to see you're still doing it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I try not to give up, man, because the way that the world is right now on social media, man. You gotta, if you want to continue to grow in a society, you gotta kind of share certain beliefs. But I'm at a point now where I put my faith in the Most High God, and I'm all for wherever He want to take me. You know what I'm saying? And what's meant for me at this point. And I used to stress over it. I'm like, dang man, what's going on with YouTube? What's going on with this, that, and the third? But now, I'm more like, you know what? Whatever God got for me, that's what I'm gonna have, and that's all I'm thinking about at this point. And I'm really trusting God with it at this point. I'm not really stressing over like YouTube and the views and the algorithm and all that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if God want me to do this, if this is what God has called me to do, if this is how God want to use me to help people, then I don't think YouTube or algorithm or anything can stop me reaching the people that He want me to reach. And that's something that I'm learning to accept now. You know what I'm saying? Finally. But it was one point, man, where I was stressing over that. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. And I wasn't really looking to God, and that was my problem. But now I'm realizing, like, you know what? Wherever God want me to go, whoever He want to use me for, that's who I'm gonna reach out to, and that's who gonna hear me. So I'm comfortable and appreciative of that. Before I was like, dang man, I want more subscribers, man. I want more view. Why ain't I getting views? Why ain't I getting this, that, and the third? And I was just stressing myself out over things that I really couldn't control. You know. So I'm excited to see where God gonna take me now, and what He gonna do with me now that I'm submitting to that and submit to Him about it and concerning it. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a lot out of me, straight up. He said, "God bless you, King Anika. I will make a 20. I will make it a 21. I'm born and raised in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Straight up, man. Oh yeah, Flatbush is crazy, man. I'm not from New York, but I know people from New York. My son was actually born in Long Island, so I've been in New York a lot. Yeah, Brooklyn is, but man, I love New York though. It's crazy, but I love it. Like New York, it's real ones up there too, man. And you know, a lot of people be kind of scared of New York, but like New York, all New York really concern people. From what I got from being in New York, long as you don't disrespect them, they ain't gonna disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know, if you about your bread, you about your paper, they about their bread, they about their paper too. You know what I'm saying? If it's respect, it's respect. Like that's one thing I seen and learned in New York, and everybody was always cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on your energy and like how you move. You know what I'm saying? But like I love New York. I love New York. I was moving around New York like I was from there. Like you know what I'm saying? And shoot, people rock with me up there too. He said, "Yeah, when you're young, old is dumb." Straight up. Dom said, "What's up, King? Good to see you back." Dom from yo, salute to Dom, man. That's my guy right there, man. What up, man? Good to see y'all. All y'all hopping in, man. You know what I'm saying? The UK, man. I love the UK. I was just talking to another guy. I do some stuff on the side. I do some work on the side, man. I got like a separate business that I do. And one of my customers, he was telling me, we was talking about going overseas, and he was telling me, he said, "Man, you got to get to England." He was like, "You have to get to England." Because I was telling him, we was talking about like history and like how obsessed I am with like history and just how amazing like history is. And we start talking about England, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know England. They got all types of stuff that date back thousands of years. They still got monuments and landmarks for thousands of years. You know, America is such a young country. You know what I'm saying? United States is such a young country. We don't have stuff here from a thousand years ago, thousands of years ago." He was telling me, he said, "Man, you got to go to England. You got to go to UK. You gotta check it out because it'll blow your mind. All the stuff from history that's still standing to this day." So I can't wait to travel, man. And I hope and pray that I see some people who know about me on YouTube, man. That'll mess me up, man. That'd be amazing. And for all y'all that's just stopping in, man, I'm sipping on Virility right now. If y'all just hopped in, y'all don't even know, but that's what this video is about. Um, Pretty much another way to take Virility, which is getting those capsules, breaking them down into whatever bottle you're using to consume it. Right? You can get the capsules. What do I do with those other capsules, man? And then you break the capsules down. You know what I'm saying? Put them in there. I'm actually on 3 capsules right now. You can do 1 capsule, 2, 3. Whatever floats your boat. If y'all just hopped in, be sure to go back and watch the whole, the beginning of the video so y'all can figure out those different ways to take it. And then for flavor, you know what I'm saying, you're definitely going to want to try something different to offset that flavor. But the dope way about taking it this way is it's going to hit your bloodstream right away. Like right away. You know what I'm saying? That's what's awesome about it. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling the benefits and the feelings of virility taking it this way. It's bitter though, so I highly suggest you get you some juice, or you could utilize our Echelon Intra BCAs that actually has a great flavor that tastes amazing. I think this tastes the best. It's between this, all 3 of them are good. It's kind of hard to say, but I really like that one. And then got the salted caramel whey protein. Then you can get your protein in. You know what I'm saying? You get your protein in and your virility in at the same time. You meeting your protein goals, you hitting all that. Or say you're about to go work out, you want some pre-workout, you want an extra boost along with virility. You could get the focus pre-workout, which is a lemonade flavor, mix it in, and boom. Now you're masking the the bitterness of virility, right? Because it got effective, potent herbs in here. That's why it's bitter. That even gives you a greater indication of the quality of herbs that's in it, right? So I'm feeling it right now, yo. I'm feeling good. Uh, Man, Jay Wick, he said, "Thank you for the advice." He said, "These are some of the things I was doing, and it's been helping this back injury. I was about 6 years old, and then I re-injured it. Damn, 4 years ago, and the pain never went 100%. Dang, man, sorry to hear that, yo. Dang. So yeah, yeah. And if it's been 4 years, man, it just sounds like you're probably gonna have to go through some mobility work, probably strengthening some muscles, and yeah, strengthening the back. I think you're gonna have to really start light. You know what I'm saying? A lot of clients that I work with that had previous back injuries, I always took them through like a gradual training and very minimal progressive overload, like very minimal, right? So I'd always start them off light. I'd even start them off. I'd have them actually working on movements that you probably want to step away from after you've injured your lower back. But see, if it's been 4 years, if it's been 6 years, you're probably in an okay position to kind of train it. The fact that it hurts, that's I don't want to give you no bad advice either, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because since I don't know the full specifics, you know, you can take my advice, but just be careful and be wise about it because since I don't know the specifics of everything, I could kind of say some things you might try to be like, whoa. So I just be real careful with it, man. Disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? Disclaimer. But I'd highly recommend that you try some of these movements that does strengthen the back and start light. You know what I'm saying? Like go light, go real, stupid light. I mean, look like you a wimp in the gym. So what? That's what people think. You know what I'm saying? And start off light and then do some progressive loading slowly and just take it easy with these certain movements. So like even like the hyperextension. If you do these movements and you do them at a very light weight, then yeah, man, you might have to get some further diagnosis done to really understand what's really going on with the back because there's so many different things that could be going on. You know what I'm saying? There could be so many reasons why the pain is persisting. It could be a nerve, it could be a pinched nerve, it could be um a number of things. A bad what is it, sciatica? I think that's how you pronounce it. I mean, it could be a number of things. So you might have to look a little deeper and see what's going on. Um, but if you could do like a body weight back hyperextension, it's when you lay down on a machine and you kind of bend your torso over and then you come back up. Some people like to kind of have weight in their hands or like hugging a plate or something like that. If you could do that with body weight and it doesn't hurt or anything, then you might be able to kind of slide into doing some of these movements that strengthen the lower back and just start super light and work your way up, man, and be careful. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I hate to hear that though, man, when fellow brothers to mess the back up, man, because the back, as men, man, we need our back. You know what I'm saying? Like we need a strong back. So many different reasons, or different scenarios that we could possibly be in, and our back could definitely be that thing that could really help us. So uh, I hope that works out, bro. I hope you're able to improve that for sure. He said, "Yeah, I remember him, OJ. Okay. Uh, who we got? Steve. Oh, Steve. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember all y'all, bro. I don't forget people. He said, "You from VA, right? Showing love from Jersey." No, no, I'm not from VA. Nah, I've lived in Virginia, but I'm not from VA. I don't know if y'all talking to each other, or if you're talking to me, but I'm not from VA. Jay Wiki said, "Amen, bro." He said, "That's a great way to view being a content creator. God bless King. When I stopped complaining, God took over when I started trusting him again." Amen, man. That's what's up. Straight up. Yeah, man. I feel like I really don't have no other choice. I mean, that's been the story of my life anyway, man. For sure. I have no other choice but to trust. New Jersey in the building. Big up. Salute, man. Hey, salute to everybody up in here, man. Straight up, straight up. So Joey said, I didn't mean to say Anika. I meant to say, oh, a little. Oh, okay. I see. Don't think 21 will be seen. Yeah, straight up, man. Straight up. When you from when you from the trenches, just like that. I'm still working on and looking to heal from the traumas that I went through when I was a kid, man. I'm still dealing. It's a lot of stuff. Eventually, I'll probably do a video on it, man, just to kind of give y'all more insight on who I am for real, like personally. So y'all don't think y'all just talking to somebody, on social media, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of the traumas that I went through in the trenches from where I'm from Pennsylvania. Like I'm from Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Pittsburgh, it's crazy in Pittsburgh, but I'm still dealing with the traumas, um, and having to learn that I'm safe now. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and I'm 36 years old. So yeah, it's crazy. There's plenty of situations where I could have been gone. You know what I'm saying? And somebody would have took me out, or I would have took somebody else out, and I would have been in jail. And I know it's probably hard for y'all to even believe that, looking at who I've become, you know what I'm saying? And all I could do is give God the glory for who I've become, because people who knew me and know me from back then, they look at what I'm doing now and they're like, yo, who is that? Who is this dude? Like, I was walking in such a facade when I was younger that when people see me now, they see what I'm doing now, they're like, yo, who the hell is that? Like, who is that? All I could do is give glory to God, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. I ain't gonna get super preachy on here, but I'm gonna represent, you know what I'm saying? And it's because of him, yo. Straight up. Y'all wouldn't believe a quarter of the stuff that I've been through, or the stuff that I used to be into when I was younger. Y'all wouldn't even believe it, because I changed my life, man, by the grace of God. Jay Wick, he said, UK is a whole vibe. Big ups UK all the time. Yeah, man, I heard UK. United Kingdom is dope, man. I can't wait to go up there. It's dope, man. Straight up. Sean, he said, "Damn, you cut the dread." Yeah, man, I cut them off, dog. Yeah. Yo, you know what? I cut the locks off because a number of reasons, bro. Like I don't know. I I'm 36 years old, and no offense to people who got locks, man, or dreads at all. I mean, it's fine. You could be a man and you could be, older and have locks. But for me personally, I just didn't feel like it was fitting me anymore. You know what I'm saying? And the man that I've become and who I am, and who I seek to become and who I seek to be. I just didn't think that it was fitting. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe if I would have kept all my locks and didn't cut the sides and the back, then maybe it would have been cool. But I don't know, just having the locks up and stuff. I don't know. This might sound weird to some of y'all, man, but I ain't really think it was masculine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was masculine, man. I just got tired. I got tired of feeling like I wanted to grow long hair, and in all honesty, I ain't even want to be patient for it no more. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to have to wait for as long as I would have had to wait for my hair to be super long and all that. I'm just like, forget it, man. I like how I look with a clean cut, and I think it's professional. I think it suits me, and I think it suits my personality. You know what I'm saying? I just think it suits my personality, and I don't even want certain things, certain connotations that's attached to locks to be presented in my makeup anymore. And it's no offense to people who do it, right? It's really just a personal preference. It's like I don't want that anymore. And I like to be able to change stuff up. I like to be able to grow the hair out a little bit. I like to be able to do, high top fade. I like to be able to do whatever I want to do and switch it. And with the locks, it's just kind of minimal. You can't really switch a game up a lot. So that's why I let them go. Dami said, I've still got some virility capsules from before, back when I bought a year's supply. Gonna pop one now. Gonna order the new virility. Can't wait. Man, salute to my man Dom. That's what's up too. That's right. I remember, man, when you got that year's supply, you can't go wrong, man, especially if you stock like that. Um, you know, I'm gonna be actually so what we're gonna be working on, I'm actually gonna be working on, I got two stores that I'm already in conversations with, and possibly getting all my products, virility, everything, right? And they're local, so I mean they're not all around yet, but that's in the future. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get in the vitamin shops and the GNCs and, excuse me, stuff like that. But I'm also going to be setting up my own little area, my own little warehouse area, and eventually working on setting up my own store. You know what I'm saying? But that's future reference, obviously. But that's definitely something I look forward to, because I don't know, I just think it's going to be awesome, man. I think that'll be great, and just having that brick and mortar too, I think it's going to be pretty lit. Because these products are good, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. These products are great, all of them. Everybody got their own preference, but I love them. And everybody I'm letting try these, I love them. I've been letting plenty of people at the gym. I just be just passing it out. You know, someone at the gym like, hey, you need some pre workout? Boom. Hey, you need some? You want some protein, man? Try this. I just been letting people try it. I'm not even really. I wasn't even really pushing it in a sense of selling it to anybody around me either. I'm just letting them try it out and just listening to what they're saying, and I'm getting nothing but good feedback. So Jay Wick, he said we have stuff from 1,000 years, stuff that was stolen. Oh yeah, no. That's a fact. I'm you. We're gonna open up a whole nother can of worms with that one. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why YouTube be hating, right? And then listen, I appreciate YouTube. If it wasn't for YouTube, y'all wouldn't even know who I am. So I would never take that from YouTube. But I'm just saying, I think some of the topics that I talk about may be against popular, popular, I guess, viewpoints and stuff like that. You know, it's all politics at this point. So with that being said, that's why I'm one of those content creators who don't like hold back my tongue, right? You watch some content creators and they don't even say like words. They don't even say certain words because they're like, oh, I don't want to get dumped by YouTube. And I get it. I messed up. That's where I messed up at. I should have been kind of respecting that and thinking about it. But at the same time, I'm just the type of person. I'm just all about truth, so I don't really care. Uh, but what you saying is a fact. Oh, it's stuff, man. It's stuff in this country from probably more than probably 3,000 years ago that's still around. Things that we don't even really know the origin of. They can't even figure. These scientists and stuff can't even figure it out. Anthropologists can't even figure it out. But that's a whole nother can of worms, Joe. Steve O, he said, "Yeah, I got 2 herniated discs in my back. Dang, changed my life forever. Can't train the same." Yeah, man, I believe it, man. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke, man. That's why y'all, if you watch my stuff, that's why I'm always talking about no ego, just bodybuilding. Because and not saying that y'all got messed up because of ego. I'm just saying people around me that I've seen moving with their ego, they're like, "Dang, yeah, man, I injured my back the other day, man. I pulled my hamstring." Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you wilding out, man. You ain't got to do all that. Just do progressive overload, man. Take your time. If you're doing powerlifting, I understand. You got to push to the limit. But man, if you ain't competing out here, like, what are you doing? Don't be out here killing yourself, man, because you're gonna have to pay for that. I mean, this is no joke. Dang, Dom too. Dom, he said, I'm dealing with a pinched nerve in my arm, but it's healing up. That's good. Hopefully back to training next week. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I just got over some stuff too, man. Since I'm at the level that I am now with training, um, especially when it's funny, like when you start out as a beginner, you open yourself up to getting injuries, due to ignorance and due to not really having enough experience and knowing certain things, right? But shoot, when you become advanced and when you start getting into advance, you got to go through that same pattern again because you're reaching new limits and you're doing new things. And, there's things that you still don't know. There's things that you're still ignorant about that you got to learn, right? And I kind of had something like that recently, man. I've been pushing myself so hard that I legitimately overtrained. And, I had to stop training for about a week, man. I had to stop. I had to stop. I had to rest because my central nervous system was definitely blown. You know, if y'all know or y'all been watching me, I'm actually prepping for a competition, right? And I may be either doing the one in June or I may be doing the one in like October, right? And that kind of set me back because I was doing progressive overload, and I'll be doing some videos on this topic too. So y'all stay tuned in the series that I'm doing because I'm going to be talking about deloads. I'm going to be talking about the importance of deloads. I'm going to be talking about recovery, real recovery though, not like, oh yeah, man, your rest day, man, and rest days. No, I'm talking about real legitimate recovery and why recovery is probably more important than everything else when it comes to bodybuilding and getting stronger and training your physique and building muscle and all that. But I made some serious mistakes and I was my overload progressions were just too intense, right? Being at a caloric deficit and being at the caloric deficit I was in, and also not getting enough sleep because I'm working so hard doing other stuff that I do, and even stress, you know what I'm saying? And my nervous system was like, no. And it's so funny because I ended up doing a video about it right before it happened. Right before it happened. You know what I'm saying? I legitimately did a video telling y'all about it, or telling whomever, watch my channel about it. And then I ended up falling into it because, I'm doing things that I've never done before. I pushed myself to the limit, and I went way too hard for these last few weeks. I started deadlifting again, and I started doing 10-pound PRs a week again. And I had been cutting for 4 weeks. I mean, 5 going on 6 weeks. My body, my nervous system was like, yo, you bugging, bro. Like, we don't have enough like energy to help you adapt to this type of progressive overload. And I got sick and all that, man. I'm sneezing everywhere and nose running and all that, man. That's why y'all ain't probably been seeing me like that. I ain't been really on Instagram like that because I've been having to recover. And I still kind of been working out because I'm just freaking hard headed, right? But I have a whole new approach on how I'm gonna go about this cut and this fat loss phase, and I got to be super careful. And don't worry, man, I'm gonna be touching on that pretty soon. Uh, Talking about the importance of intensity, volume, and frequency, and having the right ratios to these three things. These are like three foundational pillars when it comes to bodybuilding, and you have to balance those things out correctly. If you got too much intensity, too much volume, too much frequency, you're gonna blow your body out. You're gonna blow your central nervous system out, and you ain't gonna be able to train. And if you go too darn hard, you may have to sit out for 2 to 3 weeks. So, I've learned my lesson. And this typically happens to people who start who's transitioning from intermediate into advanced. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it can happen to beginners too if they just don't know what they're doing and they're just overtrained. I mean, anybody could overtrain, but don't worry, y'all. These videos that I'm going to be working on are going to be the continuing of the series that I started, Attain Your Greatest Physique. That series is lit and it's going to be amazing, especially once I finish all of them. Because whoever follow those videos, you could transform your own body with no problem. Straight up, you're going to have the whole blueprint to bodybuilding and make it reaching some great heights with it. So hopefully that'll help out a lot of people. Hey Dom, I hope you get better too, bro. If you're still watching, man, hope you get better. Hope all y'all get better, man. Um, my guys is talking about the back stuff, the back pain. Yeah, man. I've trained people in person, and like I said, that have injured their back, that told me about their back. Boom, boom, boom. And man, I had them deadlifting. I had them hitting PRs deadlifting. I had a chick that was like that. I had two male clients that were like that. Nathan and Daniel. And then the chick that I had, her name is Key. Well, she has one of Kai, like Kai. No, her name was Kai. That's right. And she was telling me about a lot of her stuff. And man, I had her hitting PRs with deadlifts. She's like, man, I wouldn't even deadlift. I haven't deadlifted in years. And I'm like, look, you just got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of face that fear, but still be smart and do gradual overload. With that. Joe Wicky said, I wanted to get back in the gym, and my age. I know it's not going to be easy. These supplements that race the heart, I'm scared of. Oh yeah, I get that. I mean, hmm. If you still here, Jay, um, the only supplement that you probably would have to be concerned with in terms of your heart would be pre-workout. You know what I'm saying? If you have heart problems, you know what I'm saying? I would, yeah, I'd probably be a little wary. But in all honesty, the amount of caffeine in each serving per focused pre-workout is 200 milligrams. So I mean, it's not nothing crazy. It's not high. So I mean, I'd assume if you took like half a serving or something, you probably be all right. But if your doctor say don't do it, don't do it. Like don't mess with it. But like BCAs, that's not gonna do nothing to your heart. Whey protein, that's not gonna do anything to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Um, Creatine ain't gonna do nothing to your heart. Virility, that stuff not it's not gonna do anything bad to your heart. But man, I encourage you, man, to go back to the gym if you do, if you're thinking about it. Just take your time and start off light, man, and you'll probably be able to really build yourself back up. I think that'd be the biggest mistake that people make is when they kind of just leave, you know what I'm saying? Because of an injury or because something happened, they just be like, you know what, forget it, I'm throwing in the towel. I don't think that that's a good idea because that, believe it or not, that could have some detrimental effects. You know what I'm saying? That could really um, cause you to stiffen up a lot sooner in age, man. And I'm just keeping it funky. Um, I don't know if you do anything else, but if you ain't gonna go to the gym and lift, I would definitely get into something active, some type of hobby, some type of sport. If you like basketball or something, I don't know, but something where you're getting active and getting your heart rate up some type of way, man. I think that's gonna be super beneficial for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I trip off of these older cats I be seeing in the gym or like customers, like a customer I was just talking to yesterday. That's older, man. My man. I was talking to a man yesterday, 81 years old. 81 years old, man. He'd be at the gym doing his thing, right? And this man was quick on his feet. I'm talking about he quick, he getting around quicker than me. And me and my wife, we both was tripping. Like, and I asked him, I was like, hey, how old are you, sir? And he was like, man, I'm 81 years old. I'm like, what? My man was moving around like it wasn't nobody's business. Picking up stuff, dropping stuff, moving shit. Like my wife was doing something, he moved her out the way. He grabbing it quicker than she can. I'm like, man. So we got to stay active, y'all. Straight up. As soon as we stop being active, yeah, it gets crazy. Joel Springer, he said, "You still have gyno, bro?" Um, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you got gyno and you don't get the surgery or you don't get it, surgically removed, you're gonna have gyno. So I have it. I've just been able to lower the noticeability of it, right? So, and in all honesty, the stuff I was saying 3 years about that, 4 years about that, it works. It works. People when people look at me, they think I don't have it anymore, and I'm like, no, I still got it. Um, I just learned how to lower the noticeability of it, and bodybuilding was one of the main ways I was able to do that. No cap, no cap. Bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying? I know some people. I've had some other coaches call me on that. They're like, man, bodybuilding. You can't get away with. You can't do this, that, and the third with gyno unless you do the surgery and A, B, and C. I understand that, but how do you explain my situation? I still have it. So apparently I knew what I was talking about. How do you explain other guys that I've helped? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see, Jay Witt, he said, facts. You'd be surprised how much you use your back, bro. Straight up. Especially as a man. Dang, y'all, I gotta start making sure I'm reading these comments, y'all, because I'm I said that like 20 minutes ago. So I must be behind. Sean, he said, need some hair growing tips for black men. Said barely videos out there about it. Oh man, growing hair, bro. All you gotta do, real talk. All you gotta do is take care of yourself, man. Make sure that you're getting enough protein in. Make sure that your nutrition is on point. Make sure you're getting B vitamins in, man. Work out, believe it or not. Staying active, staying fit. One thing that I'm about to get into is making sure I'm really doing cardiovascular work. Not just walking, you know what I'm saying, because I'm prepping for a bodybuilding show, but I'm talking about doing like walking and running intervals because cardiovascular exercise is important for overall health. And I realize that, man. I realize how much my body has taken a toll because I don't do a lot of cardiovascular stuff no more. I don't play basketball no more, in which I'm about to start back doing that. Like I don't do enough um, cardiovascular activities. And I think that that's why, I put and it's nothing wrong with putting the weight on. I mean, I put a lot of muscle on, but y'all catch my drift, man. I'm not like how I was, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I don't like that. So I'm not gonna be going crazy with basketball during this prep, but shoot, during the off season, like yeah, I'm gonna be hooping now, but I'm just not gonna be doing it all the time. Jay, we said the haircut looks good, King. You look better actually. Pause. But no cap. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought too, man. When I cut it off, cause my wife, she wanted me to keep the hair and stuff, and I'm like, look, I ain't tell her shit, man. I'm about to cut this hair off and do what she says, she see it. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it, and I thought that too. I thought I looked better with my hair cut. I think it fits me, man. Steve always said that's a fact. I was in a car accident that started it, and I definitely was ego lifting, so it made it worse for sure. Yeah, man. I hate to hear that for y'all, man, and I'm just hoping and praying that I don't blow mine out. I'm just trying my best to stay on point and be careful. Try not to ego lift, and yeah, most people out here messing their back up is usually on like a crazy deadlift, something that they really can't handle in bad form, a crazy squat. You know what I'm saying? Bad form, like just it's a lot of ways that it could happen. Don, we said my great uncle, who's in his late 70s, got a hernia from going too hardcore with benching, but he's healed that now. He's back to weight training again and deadlifting. That's what's up. Yeah, man. That's the goal. That's definitely the goal, man. I think that that's the best approach. If you injure, if you get injured or you injure something, you have to go back, but you got to wait until you're ready, and you have to take baby steps and gradually, do some increases in intensity, increases in certain things, but just real slowly and gradually until your body gets used to it, and then you get stronger. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything bad about it or wrong about it at all. I think it's very very much so a blessing. Sean, when you think the age limit on pre-work, when you think the age limit on pre-work, can old people take it? Oh, pre-workout, man. Yeah. I mean, yeah. See, here's the thing about pre-workout, and granted, I'm selling pre-workout, right? I don't think that you should become dependent upon pre-workout. So let me go ahead and make sure I say that. And I sell it. I'm selling it, obviously. We're selling it. We're about to release it. I don't think that you should go too crazy with it though. You know what I'm saying? Don't become dependent upon it. If I was you, I'd do it like every other workout. Or I'd only use it when you really, really want a good push or need a push. You know what I'm saying? But I would not overdo it simply because caffeine dependency can really turn into a bigger issue and a bigger problem. So I don't know if you're still here, Sean, but I don't really think age is too much of a problem. Don't quote me on that. I mean, if doctors are telling people that's older not to do it, I'm sure it's probably for a good reason. But I don't see why. I mean, it's caffeine. Our pre-workout, I mean, we got some other stuff in ours. We got like 2 grams of creatine in it. We got some vitamins. Then we have a focus blend in it. I don't think it. Nah, I think it depends on the pre-workout too, man. It depends on what they're using and what they're doing. So yeah, but yeah, Keith James. Yo, what's up, man? Salute, brother. So I'm going to the gym. I know that's right. I actually need to take my ass to the gym too today. Um, he said, "Can old people go into the gym?" I'm thinking that you're asking like, can old people go to the gym? Yeah, yeah, man. I worked at a gym for almost 2 years, and yeah, they go to the gym. Yeah, it's a lot of old people in the gym, man, and I highly recommend it. I think that older people they need to be in the gym for sure. Very important. I mean, if they don't stay active or fit, man, I don't think that that's good for them at all. If they can't get to the gym, then they need to be doing something, walking or something, jogging, doing some type of something to keep that body in a state where it needs to live and survive and move, right? So definitely, man, I think they should be going to the gym for sure, yo. But look, y'all, I've been on here for a little minute now. We hitting an hour. Well, actually, we already passed the hour. Like I want to tell all y'all, thank you, salute anybody who's supporting me, anybody who's looking forward to support me. I appreciate it. These supplements are on the way super soon. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay locked in. If you ain't got my notification bells, click click the notification bell. I am gonna be super duper focused on my prep right now. So if y'all don't see me going crazy with content, it's all good. If y'all want to stay tapped in with me, um, hit me up by email, man. Y'all can click on the channel. Y'all can email me. But I'm going to be posting stuff. I'm going to be posting. I'm really trying to go ahead and work on finishing this series up. So be on the lookout for that. But I'm about to really get tapped into this prep, y'all. Zone. I'm about to be in the zone. But Virility, all other supplements will be releasing super soon, like very soon. Probably at the top of next week, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Hopefully by like Monday or possibly Wednesday, somewhere around there. So stay tapped in, y'all. Keep growing, keep grinding. Y'all already know what it is and who it is.